Hi again, guys. So this is the continuation of PB2. As I was saying, a lengthy one, and it covers almost everything that you need to know for this chapter. So we have a lossless transmission line of ZL equals 50 ohms, where we have the characteristic impedance 75 ohms. Here the attenuation constant is given as 0.4. So this one is a low loss only, not lossless. Don't forget that. So this is a low loss, which is different from a lossless, right? Don't forget that. So the attenuation is given here and is operating at FR equal 3 GHz, which is equal to 3 times 9S. So the first question is to find the conductance. What is the conductance? There's a formula given for that, where the attenuation is 2R plus 2 the conductance times Z naught square over 4 Z naught square. When you do this, you find out that J equal 4 Z0 alpha, the attenuation, minus 2R over 2 Z naught square, right? When you apply the raw formula, we find the attenuation, the conductance is 0.00177 Siemens per second. I can run it out to 0.018. So this is J. Now they're asking us to find the wavelength lambda, which is equal to C over F. C, the speed of light, 3 times 10 exponential 8 meter times second over the operating frequency, which is 3 times 10 9 Hertz. So they cancel out. It will become here lambda equals 0.1 meter. Don't forget the unit. So what's the phase constant? It's the next question. The phase constant is 2 pi over lambda, right? So we have 2 pi over lambda. You just put 0.1 here, and then if you find the phase constant, 62.831 radian. Don't forget it's in radian. The unit is very important. So they're asking us to find the velocity. Yusuf, we remember you were asking the relationship with the velocity and the speed of light. So we have the speed of light, but here they're asking us to find the phase velocity, which is omega over beta, and which is 2pf over beta, all known. So Vp is 2 pi times 10 times 3 times 3, because this is S over beta 62 point whatever it is. Vp will give us 1968 meter per second. Now they're asking us to find the voltage standing wave ratio. Voltage standing wave ratio is the next question, but to find that we need to find the reflection coefficient. So the reflection coefficient is Z0 ZL minus Z naught over ZL plus Z naught, which is 50 minus 75, and you can see that it's already negative. So it will give us minus 0.2. Therefore, the voltage standing wave ratio should be 1 plus the magnitude of the reflection coefficient over 1 minus the magnitude. Therefore, the voltage standing wave ratio will give us here 1.5. It's a constant. So don't forget, it's always between 0 and infinity. So the next question now is to find the input impedance Zin when we have a quarter wavelength. That means when L equals lambda over 4. There is a formula we have. Okay, we have match case. You remember we have the formula for that. Open circuit, we have the formula, and we have a short circuit, we have a formula. So now for the quarter wave formula, I think we have Zin of L was Z naught square over Z. You can check that in the note. So Zin for the quarter wavelength will be 50 square over 75, right? Is it what's the load? No, over 50. So ZL, Z note is 50. Yeah, over 50. Sorry, there's a mistake here because ZL, I think I recall I see ZL was 50, right? And Z0 was 75. So it should be 75 square over 50. So when you have that, you have the input, the Z input impedance. So that's where we raise the case. And if I was asked to draw this, the reflection coefficient is 0.2, so you know it's purely resistive, purely real number. Is no imaginary part here. So if you put it in the Smith chart, this is my Smith chart. You remember the Smith chart? So this is the real part here, and this is the imaginary part, right? The real part of the circle. So here now they're asking if it's negative, it should be 0.2 real part. So it should be around here. Maybe let's say 0.2. So this can be around that. So this approximately is not correct. I don't have the data, but I'm saying if you were to draw it on a Smith chart, that's where you're gonna put it here. Z reflection coefficient here. So and the input dependence should be 50. But again, you have to normalize it. Here we have Z normalized should be Z over 75, which is 50 over 75. Thank you very much, and don't forget to subscribe. Cheers.